Hello guys, welcome again to the live stream. Well, very interesting day, right? So Bitcoin, you remember what I said? In the next 12 hours, Bitcoin was here, right? And the projection was like this, right? Now you can see here, let me show you here what happened here. Bitcoin was here, right? And I said yesterday, the next 12 hours around there, as long as Bitcoin is holding the M21 in 4-hour chart, the projection is gonna be to the upside. And the reason is, well, yesterday, right? Not now. Is because we have this, the seller line here was testing, Bitcoin was not crashing actually, and you will see potentially a buy signal here, something like this, right? Something like this, and after that, to the moon you want. 4-hour chart trade, and that's it. After that, what happened? Bitcoin is gonna crash. Simple. Okay, I know some people, actually many now, they are calling 27K. I think yes, Bitcoin will hit potentially 27K, maybe not now. I think next month. And right now I'm looking for a major pullback in 1-day chart. As you can see here, this is the chart, this is the trade, and as you can see here, Bitcoin, I said if we will see other test to the bottom of the range, yeah, and potentially it's gonna be a sell. And now what is happening with Bitcoin right now? Well, Bitcoin is nasty actually, nasty. I can tell you right now here, I know you're bullish, you feel FOMO, right? We are in FOMO, yeah, Bitcoin 27K right now, right? I know. That is the narrative right now here, but let me tell you something. This is a wonderful, beautiful 3 strikes, bearish divergence in 4-hour chart, as you can see. Let me show you. This one, and this one, of course. Yes, as you can see here, we have 3 bearish divergence where the last pump here, there is no volume, there is nothing. Actually, this is a bull trap. So let me show you here. Technically speaking, there is no sell signal, not yet, but we will see a sell signal very soon. Maybe in the next, maybe this weekend we will see a pullback. Maybe tomorrow, I think. And you will see here, you will see maybe in the next, after 12 hours, I would say, you will see this printing here as sell signal here in 4-hour chart, where right now with 3 strikes, bearish divergence, I am looking for the ME55 around $22,000 and it's even lower, around maybe 20K. I will start looking for, and let me show you here 12-hour chart. Let me show you here. We have, well, bearish divergence, as you can see here. Yes, 1, 2, 3 strikes of bearish divergence since, actually January 14th. January 14th, we have 3 strikes of bearish divergence, as you can see here. Let me show you here. Of course, we have this one and this one here. We have 2 here, and we have 1, 2, and 3. Now, the thing here is like Bitcoin is about to break the MA55 here. Potentially we'll see the break where the target should be around $21,970. Honestly, I think Bitcoin will not hold the moon average MA21 because there is no volume here. I will start looking for, yes, 20K, $20,600 around there. Sorry, yes, 600, 700. And potentially, well, this is going to trigger the sell signal here in one day chart. So the first 2 weeks, I think, of February, we will see a pullback where we have potentially, if we see the close like this today, we will have a beautiful bearish divergence in one day chart, as you can see here from this point and this point. And you can see here, we are flat from this point and this point, right? So we have to wait for the close. Any close below 23K, I would say today, you will see the ADX getting negative here and getting ready for a major pullback in, well, next week. So right now here, the projection is like this. Yeah, it's like this. From this point is sideways, sideways. And next week, maybe not today, is gonna be to the downside. Okay, not 27K, not 30K. I know you're in FOMO, right? Yeah, to the moon. Oh my God. Okay, let it be. So if this is correct, you will see in February the test around the MA55 to be tested here. I would say this area, right? Around this area, all this area is going to be tested potentially in the first week or second week of February, I think. So because now the narrative is Bitcoin here, 27K, that is the next target, right? Honestly, I don't think so. The reason is because we are going to have a monthly very soon, in just in 4 days. And Bitcoin, as long as it's trading, I mean, the candle is still below there. I have to see a Bitcoin 25K closing in the next 4 days to see, yes, Bitcoin is going to, I mean, potentially continuation to 27, maybe yes. But I think it's going to be very hard. And for me, if we see Bitcoin closing below 24K, I think what is MA55, this is going to be the first hint. Of course, we have to see rejection, right? Formal rejection. That means formal rejection should be if Bitcoin breaks 19,500. If we see this rejection, I mean, if we see Bitcoin closing here below this area next month, I will start calling for rejection and new lows. I mean, 10K, even lower. So Bitcoin cannot break 10K, 20K, 19,500. As long as this Bitcoin is holding here, yes, Bitcoin has a chance, a very good chance in February to see something like this, right? I know you want to see, you are bullish and you want to see Bitcoin to the moon, right? I know. So as long as this green box is holding, yeah, something like this, Bitcoin has a very good chance to see $27,000. Now, I am in short. Yes, I'm in short. Potentially the first short, I mean, in swing short potentially. I opened this short today after I saw this rejection. At 23K actually. Very easy to manage my risk. So very easy actually. For me, I am looking for a break because we have various divergence, 3 strikes here, volatility contracting here in the highs. So I would say Bitcoin is getting ready for a major move, but usually when you see this volatility contracting here like this, plus 1, 2, 3 strikes of various divergence, as you can see in 4-hour chart, 1, 2, 3 strikes various divergence in 12-hour chart, various divergence here in 1-day chart, as you can see. Well, it depends, right? If we see the close below 23K today, we will see the confirmation of this various divergence from this point, around here. Now, the second thing here is like the exponential moving average MA55 in 5-day chart. We have new close here, was today actually. We have a new close. Formally speaking, now is testing. It's a little bit about the sell line here. It's just a test. It's just a test for now. So what is the next step? Well, in the next 4 or 5 days, I want to see Bitcoin closing above the MA55 here, but usually it's like this. Okay, usually it's like this. So you ask me here, bullish to the moon, 1 million. Now you know, right? No, it's just a bounce, macro bounce, very strong bounce. I can say it, but we will have other chance, maybe around 19,500. Now, be careful with this because if Bitcoin breaks, as I said before, this area, 19,500, 20K, you will see a major sell signal forming here next month. not now. Yeah, you will see something like this, right? If Bitcoin is not above, be careful with this. If Bitcoin is not above the MI55, I mean above 25k, 27k, with this sell signal, is gonna be the trigger for a major opportunity for shorts, and you will see potentially 16k, and maybe this time you will see new lows. Sorry for my cat. My cat is getting crazy again. So, okay, so let's continue here. The weekly chart. The weekly chart, we will have close. I mean, a few days, right? But center line here is testing here. It's still below the MI55. As you can see, it's not testing the MI55. So what we want to see? If you are bullish again in Bitcoin right now, we have to see Bitcoin right now this week testing the MI55 here and closing above here around 27k. So as long as Bitcoin is below this area, for me it's just other macro bounce here where the projection is gonna be like this to the downside. Okay. But my favorite YouTuber is saying the bottom is in. Yes, actually, maybe he's right. Yeah, I think based on the volume, honestly, based on the volume, I don't think Bitcoin, this is the bottom. Based on the volume, right? This shouldn't be the Bitcoin, the bottom for Bitcoin. If this is the real bottom for Bitcoin, let me tell you something. Bitcoin actually is a very powerful asset. Why? Because with pandemic, with recession, with whatever you want to think, Bitcoin just crashed 72%, 75% is amazing. Because in 2019 crashed around 86%, 2013 87%, without recession, without all the things we have, right? So it's amazing to thinking like Bitcoin potentially, right? Honestly, I don't think so. Based on the volume, there is nothing here. The only thing is we have here is the moving average MA100 in monthly, and that's why we have this. But remember, as long as Bitcoin in the macro time frames, right? In the macro time frames, as long as Bitcoin is below this high here is not good. Okay, this is just a macro bounce, killing many shorts. Yeah, including myself because I wasn't short in this area in the short term, right? In short term. But as long as Bitcoin is below this area, this is just gonna be a bounce to what? Keep falling, right? So I explained many times what is a reversal, how it's gonna be a reversal, how I will be bullish on Bitcoin in the long term. I'm talking about the next 6 months, not now. Okay, so that's why you have to be very careful here. 1 second, 1 moment. Okay, sorry. Okay, so let's continue here. So as long as Bitcoin is below this area, this is just gonna be what? It's just a downtrend, you see? Just a downtrend. For example, here, Bitcoin in 2022, right? Bitcoin major bounce here from $32,000 to $47,000. But as you can see here, Bitcoin fell closing here of this high, this previous high around $52,000. Yeah. So now I know. Now the sentiment, right? Again, super bullish. It's very funny, right? Because when Bitcoin here in 2018, I remember very well. Bitcoin here was bouncing here so hard here, and even here people were calling $1,000. 1,000. Yeah, they were very bearish, and I was very bullish, right? And it's very funny because just in 1 month, all the negative sentiment right now here, yeah, now it's bullish. The bull market is here, right? So I think it's very interesting. Like I cannot remember before, like how fast now the Sorry, thank you for telling me. Let me repeat this. In 2018, yeah, when Bitcoin was pumping here, I was bullish here. I was very bullish. Yeah, actually, I was looking for the break of the MA55. Here, even here, people, they were calling for $1,000. Okay, something like this. Okay, they were the sentiment was very bearish, and they were calling for this just a retracement, a bounce, and after that, major crash. Okay. Right now here the narrative is like the next bull market is starting right now here, yes, and from here to 500k. Seriously, you can search on the internet and Twitter, you know, very smart people on Twitter, right? 500k, that is the target for some crazy people, something like this, right? So possible, I don't know, right? Well, for me it's insane. It's like, okay, yeah. So the thing here is like, for me, is I didn't see that before, like very fast, just in 1 month they forget all of this. I think it's not healthy. Okay, so as long as yesterday, as long as Bitcoin is below 25k, for me it's gonna be just other macro bounce here where we will see a pullback, and maybe if this other breaks, say 17k, you will see new lows. Level by level, the second level is 20k, $19,500, and after that, 16k. Now, let's talk about the monthly. The monthly is gonna close in a few days. So it's very interesting here. Remember, the only reason I see, right, technically speaking, why Bitcoin is bouncing here, well, first of all, here I posted like 1 month ago, we have, technically speaking, a bullish divergence here, bullish divergence here, bullish divergence here, and I said in my, actually here and also in my private channels, I said, as long as Bitcoin is holding this area, yeah, this is to the upside, okay? That's why here I bought in a spot, right? I bought in a spot, and I said in my private channels, well, some altcoins, you see some altcoins like this with this setup, well, they are a buy, right? So, but just a bounce. Now, technically speaking here, the monthly here, let me show you the monthly. The monthly, we will see maybe next month a buy signal, potentially, yes. The problem with this buy signal is the ADX. The ADX is very, very low, as you can see here, very, very low. It's in the lowest point since actually all time, as you can see here. So, technically speaking, if we see a bounce, we will see a retracement, yes, and potentially this retracement is going to be a buy opportunity. And yes, we will see other rally here, 2023, right? Maybe maximum level $27,000, but no more than that. I think that is no more than that. Why? Because as I said before, we have various divergence in higher time frames. I'm talking about monthly, 3 months, but and so on. So in the long term, I mean, I'm talking 2023, this bounce is going to be a sell. Yeah, in the long term, of course. I know now the narrative is going to be, no, Bitcoin will hit 1 million, right? It's always like watching the same movie and again and again and again. So right now in Wonder Chart, you ask me again, same as yesterday, buy here? No, thank you. Bitcoin is in a very dangerous place right now. You are in long, careful here because, well, looks like you want to give free money, right? In that case, I can send you my wallet and you can send me, right? I'm not a financial advisor, you're saying, okay? But here, no thank you. This is not with me. No thanks, no thanks, no thanks, okay? So for me, it's sideways here, downside, okay? Where, as I said before, $20,000, $19,500 should be the area where Bitcoin must hold. Any close below here, you will see 10K technically. Okay, so let's continue with the USD dominance, because USD dominance, I am pretty sure right now is getting ready for a bounce after this. Let me see. I want to be bullish here. I will be bullish here. I will be bullish here. I know. Let me see. Let me see what I see here. Yes, ADX about to turn negative here next week, maybe the first week of February. You will see here. So technically speaking, not because you see a little bit below the volume control here. I think for me, this is bullish divergence here. Very obvious bullish divergence in OBB. This is like this. Okay, not $27,000 right now. No, it's gonna be a bounce. and I am looking for a bounce because we have a bullish variance in 1-day chart. Let me see the 12-hour chart. What is saying 12-hour chart? We have bullish variance in 12-hour chart, bullish variance in 12-hour chart, in OBV, in curve, ADX negative here. Yes, target should be around 70.24. In weekly chart, let me see here, testing the 55 here. Yes, target should be in 1-day chart, right? In 1-day chart should be, yes, 7.50 around there. So that means right now I'm telling you, Bitcoin, USD dominance potentially is going to enter in sideways in this area between 6.50 and 7.50. So you will see a sell-off or something like that is going to happen the next 48 hours for Bitcoin, if I am correct with this, because we have always a variance in 1-day chart, in and 12-hour chart. I wouldn't be surprised if you will see red in the soon, maybe, I don't know, very soon. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Okay. So don't forget about this. Not because you see this signal right now, I think this variance in weekly already play out. Okay, so that means you will see sideways here, and the trend is my friend, and the trend is to where? To the upside. Okay, that's why for me, you're looking for the next bull market, the next hidden gem, 20x, whatever. I think you are just dreaming. Okay, careful. Okay, so let's continue with the next chart, because if this chart is bullish as well, Bitcoin will crash, or at least major pullback we will see, right? Let me see here, DXI here. Okay, this is, I am bullish. Beautiful buy opportunity here, where it's gonna test the MA100 here, and sideways here, and after that you will see February, March, you will see a major bounce here. You see ADX negative here is about to show, we will see very soon, maybe in the next close, we are gonna see a buy signal in weekly chart. So careful here, because euro, the Japanese yen, many currencies, they will crash again, retracement, and Bitcoin too. So today, with this bounce, I am out of the markets. Maybe I am wrong, maybe yes, but I closed all my positions, altcoins, Bitcoin, everything, okay? Because I am looking for the pullback. Maybe you can say, this guy is silly, this guy is stupid, because no, in the Discord group, they said Cardano will hit $20. You know what I mean, right? So I am very bad making jokes. Okay, let's talk about the next chart, is the CME. The CME is amazing. Why? Because weekly chart, look at this. Seller line is testing right now, very close to the MA55 here. It's still negative here. This chart is new actually. I mean, I cannot trust 100% here, but let me show you here. The highest point of volume is around 25K. So what I am looking for right now, potentially we will see this pullback. Look at this. You see the gap is around 20K, 19,500, and after that continuation here, and from there to zero, right? Something like that. Just the only thing I'm saying is I am respecting the trend. In the markets, I have my best friend in the markets, of course, is a trend. Okay, his name is a trend. Okay, so weekly chart, the trend is my friend, and it's to the downside in weekly chart, of course, right? Weekly chart. And with this bounce, we will see if we are actually in a monthly downtrend. We will see. I am very curious about it because, for example, imagine, right? Please use your imagination. If Bitcoin breaks 17K, right, in the monthly basis, we can say officially, remember, we will be in a monthly bear market. Amazing. Now, let's continue. I'm going to show you, because it just 4 days left for me right now, makes sense to see the RSI here in monthly. RSI here. This is the weekly chart. Okay. There is something bullish for Bitcoin in weekly chart. Officially, it's about the seller line here, about the 50 level. I cannot be bearish here. Of course, we will see a pullback here, but 50 level must hold. Historically speaking, every time when Bitcoin is about the 50 level, in RSI, technically speaking, and we will see a rally, right? Now, the question is this rally already play out? I think so. I think you will see a pullback here. And now the next thing here in February, we want to see the RSI holding the 50 level here. And if we see it, yes, you are right. The bottom was in, and do the money you want. Now, let's talk about the monthly. The monthly, the RSI in the monthly here, well, this is where we have mixed signals, right? Because technically speaking, as you can see here, this area around 40 or 45 is going to be a major resistance. So where the exponential moving average is coming here. So if we see a pullback, for example, right, Bitcoin failed and didn't close above the MA55 monthly around 24K, you will see a rejection, right? Technically speaking, in monthly, we will see a rejection. Now, the good news is like now it's looking very strong, right, to the moon, right? But what could happen if we see this rejection, for example, like this, right? Like this. So if we see this, potentially you will see what? Maybe the RSI will not crash more, but the price will crash more, and you will see maybe a bullish divergence in monthly. If I see something like that, I will be very extremely bullish in the long term, of course. Now, technically speaking, it's below the 50 level here. It's testing resistance. Yes, it's in this area. I will be very careful with my longs right now here. Now let's talk about the bi-monthly, because bi-monthly is gonna close in February. Yes, so we have here a beautiful bounce from the MA55 in bi-monthly here. Yes, but if we want to be bullish again, 25K, 26 according to the bi-monthly. So that means in February we have to see Bitcoin about there. Now, this is a major signal here, because as you can see here, historically speaking, every time when Bitcoin tested the 50 level, bull market and bottom was in here in 2015, here in 2019, and now Bitcoin is about to test the 50 level here in RSI. Any close below there, any rejection below $25,000, $27,000, you will see rejection, and for me, it's gonna be enough to start saying, welcome for 10K. Okay, remember here, I am very realistic with my technical analysis. Just I'm sharing you the facts, what I see in the charts. You can open your trading view and you can do exactly the same thing. Okay, I am not financial advisor right now. I know for you it's looking green, looking powerful. It is actually, it is. But I want to see Bitcoin holding $19,000. Yes, and in the macro scale, I want to see Bitcoin above $25,000. So someone asked me, okay, in the weekly chart, if we want to see reversal, Bitcoin must be above which price? Simple. If you want to see Bitcoin breaking, I mean, the structure here, the downtrend, Bitcoin must be above $47,000. If you see, I know it's, oh my God, yeah, like that, yes, exactly. Bitcoin must close about here, the weekly basis. It will take months. I mean, maybe next year, of course, right? About this area, and yes, from here 1 million if you want. Okay, other way is like this, right? Why this level is simple, because we will see the breakout here, testing this area, coming here, the MA55 here is going to act as support, and after that to 1 million if you want. Okay, so but there is a thing, we have to wait, it takes a lot of time. Remember here, Bitcoin did the same thing here, similar thing, right? Breaking the MA55, testing MA55, bounce here, and after that it was a fake out, crash, and after this recovery here, well, major continuation. Okay, so it will take months. So I honestly, I want to see a pullback. Now, one thing here, for any reason, yeah, I'm totally wrong here, and Bitcoin just is pumping like a crazy like this, for example, right? Bitcoin is pumping here 25 right now, tomorrow, for example, 26, 27, like this, without any corrections, like Shiba Inu, like a shitcoin, well, I will be extremely bearish. Why? Looking for not just 10K, maybe 4K or something like that. Because usually when you see this kind of bounces here, like just pumping without stopping any correction, what happened here? Watch this. Bitcoin without any significant correction in one day chart, as you can see here, just pumping like a crazy here, and after that, what happened? Crash. You see? So if you're bullish for Bitcoin, you're bullish right now, you want to see a very healthy pullback, something like this, right? Pumping here and pullback, pumping here, pullback. I think now you got the point, right? This is a very healthy uptrend. We have some examples. Yes, of course. Let me show you here. Yeah. Pumping here, pullback, pumping here, pullback, pumping, pullback, and after that finally break. Yeah, breaking, testing MA55 to what? To keep falling. MA55 to keep falling. MA55 to keep falling. And here, trying to break here, but failed, I think, because here it was the weekly chart, and after that again. So now I think now you got the point, right? So technically speaking, in one day chart, Bitcoin is not technically in uptrend. We don't have the confirmation. We have to see Bitcoin test in MA55, of course. MA55. Wait for the buy signal. Let me show you here. Yeah, let me show you here. Something like this, right? Something like this. And after that, if Bitcoin is holding this area as support, right? This area support, this area, in the next buy signal, yes. We can say, yes, Bitcoin is in uptrend in one day chart and potentially is going to test 27 or 29 or whatever. Okay, guys, now let's continue with the stock market, because the stock market, I think if Bitcoin is potentially looks like, for me, is in a very dangerous area right now. The major trigger, as I said before, is it could be the stock market. Let me show you here. Now for you, I know it's looking very bullish because it's green, because to the moon, right? Okay, in one day chart, let me show you. In one day chart, yes, you say, oh my God, it's looking bullish. Maybe yes, maybe why not, right? It's looking strong, right? Let me show you here. As you can see here, is testing again. This is gonna print maybe potentially a sell signal soon. The question is when? I don't know. The only thing I can tell you right now, the next move for the stock market is going to be actually very impressive. Why? Because the volatility is contracting here. So that means, well, every time when it's the SP 500, right, the volatility was blue in this case. What happened after that? Major crash here. Now we have the same setup right now in July with an overextended curve. What do you think is going to happen? Well, let me show you here. The next chart is, well, weekly chart. Right now here, the SP 500 is still testing the MA55 here. It's looking bullish. I know for you, like classic technical traders, they are doing this garbage. I know. I can see it. It's testing my resistance, you see? It's testing my resistance. It's got the apex here. And I am bullish because, you know, right? My book I bought in Amazon is telling me long here, exactly here, my stop loss here, and the target should be at, wait, let me see. Oh my God, is 5,000. Okay, so go long, 50% new ATA. The next bull market is here to the moon. Okay, that's it. If you are doing this, you have a big problem. Okay, a big problem. Okay, so because I don't follow the garbage, I can tell you something. Right now here, moving average, all of them, they are contracting. They are almost flat. So volatility is contracting. Yes, of course. Is it getting ready for a major move? Yes. Now, if we see this bounce here, because there is not enough time in the weekly chart, and also there is not enough time in one day chart, that bounce potentially is going to be a bull trap. So in my experience, because I saw it many times, right, especially with classic technical traders, they like to do this crap. So let me do it again. Okay, yeah, something like this, right? They like to do this garbage. And usually when you see this, you will see maybe a bounce here, and after that to the moon 100x, and after that like this. Okay, so careful here, because I know the feeling and the sentiment is like, no, bullish. Right now, I am missing out everything, so to the moon. Okay, so I will be careful here. My technical analysis is still the same. It's still the same. I could be wrong. Yes, of course, I could be wrong. Yes, maybe here you're right, and your triangle, whatever you're watching right now here, is working, and here new ATA. Honestly, I have rules and I follow just my rules. Okay, you ask me right now, okay, what to do here? Nothing. There is no short, there is no long here. Nothing. Just watch and enjoy and wait for a clear setup, because in weekly chart there is no sell signal, not yet. Maybe it's gonna be the first week of February. Now let's talk about the monthly, because the monthly is gonna close in 4 days. Yeah, it's testing the MA21, as you can see here. Potentially a buy signal forming. Yes, you're right. Let me see here with more data, because I want to see what is happening here with more data. Let me see. Where? Okay, here. Okay, yes, good. Technically speaking, yes, it's testing the M21 here. If I mean you want to see reversals, I mean in SP500, you have to see the SP500 closing in the next 4 days above $4,000 200. Any close, for example, imagine, right? You see this candle like this next month. I mean, in the next 4 days, potentially yes, I will start saying yeah, I was totally wrong. I got wrecked. And after that, here the next target should be around actually yes, this area, right? But not yet. At least, as I said before, I am defensive right now because I want to see confirmation first. And with this weekly chart like this, for me, it's very, 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 very hard to be bullish right now here. Very, very hard. Very, very hard. It's not. I mean, you know my system. I will buy here. I will buy here. Never, never here. Never. And also, it's gonna test me 55 here in weekly chart. No, thank you. Okay, my friends. So let's continue. If you have any requests, please let me know in the comments. Okay. So I'm gonna continue with some altcoins, and after that, I think that's it. Okay, because Bitcoin, I think now it's gonna be in sideways, downside, pullback, and after that, let's see. Okay, so let's start with Ethereum. Ethereum. If you have any requests, please let me know in the comments. Okay. Okay, Ethereum. Okay, good. Okay, so Ethereum. Right now here, officially, no, it's not testing the ME55 here. I think same. I want maximum level is $2,000 for Ethereum, and even with $2,000 is gonna be a sell. Okay, it doesn't matter. $2,000 maximum target, and for me it's gonna be a sell. Now let's see the 1-day chart here. 1-day chart here, we have a bearish divergence from this point and this point. Yes, ADX negative. This is a sell sideways, range. Pullback. Okay, so in 4-hour chart, let me see. We have a bounce signal here where maybe if we see the bounce, it should be around maybe just this area here. But honestly, I don't think so because we have sell signal present in 1-day chart. So I will be very careful and opening a long position here. Actually, I will start looking for this area. Any close below $1,540, you will see a full leg down to $1,400, and the next level should be $1,300. Now let me see here. Where is ME55? ME55 is actually here. The most important area for Ethereum right now is this area actually here. This area here, where is ME55 here, and the volume profile around here. I think we will see the first week of February, I think, this pullback here, and you will see all your favorite altcoins crashing maybe 20%, something like that. I can be totally wrong, maybe yes. Okay guys, so no comments, nothing. So I think that's it for today. Okay, thank you for watching and see you in the next live stream. Okay, after this live stream, I'm gonna record the bi-weekly video for the investing, because I will continue with this technical analysis, but a little bit more sophisticated. Okay, because I think there are many important things to talk about long term for Bitcoin right now. So if you are in my Patreon, well, wait for it. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next live stream.